How you doing? This is George Benson here. I'm with my friend, and we're just playing some things for you this afternoon. And we're glad you're here at the Breezin Lounge. Continue with myself and Jody Fisher.
Great set of changes there. That's cool.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, here's a question for you. I don't know if you've been asked this before, but with all your musical experiences through the years, what's one musical experience you'd like to have that you haven't had yet?
You know, I think the great challenge of my life would be, if I had enough life left, that is, to master classical guitar or flamenco.
Is that
I like
right?
both of them very much, yeah.
What is it you like about those two styles?
The technique that they use is classical oriented. Both styles of music deal with traditional harmonies. One is a little bit funkier than the other. The flamenco guitar is really an incredible style. They call it the blues of Spain.
It's soulful.
It's very soulful and very challenging. And I've heard some of the greatest guitar players of my life have been from that form of music. You know, so
now, who would they be?
Well, I like Paco de Lucia, and I love Tomatito. Those are the two big names that stick out. But there are many in Spain because it's a way of life there. You know, so when I hear them play, I'm the biggest listener they have, I think.
That's great. That's great. Now, have you translated any flamenco chops onto electric?
Well, I'm stealing harmonies all the time. I take from everybody, just in case you
I won't say a word.
All my friends are especially, I used to teach years ago, and the reason why I gave it up was because I learned more from my students than they learned from me. When I saw their way of playing what I was teaching them, because they went to a different way of playing what I was teaching them, they came back next week with the new lesson they were supposed to have learned from me, and I saw the way they approached them. I said, oh, that's better than the way I showed them last week. So I couldn't take their money anymore.
Oh, it may not be better, but different maybe.
Different.
Yeah.
And for me, different is a whole new way of looking at things, and it's valuable. So I love that, you know.
Right. Now, what about classical? What classical guitarists do you like to listen to?
Well, I remember the great Segovia, who was the great teacher of guitar. And he put Spain on the map for all time with his mastering of and his quintessential guitar playing. What I liked about him most, well, he had those unusual fingers that no one else ever had since then. You know, he had big, thick fingers, but they came to a sharp point.
Interesting.
Like nobody else. And another thing from him that was outstanding was when he gave lessons, he wasn't looking for them to play perfect technique, although he had some great students, John Williams being probably one of the greater students of his, and there were many. But what he taught when he had his classes on television and on public television late at night, I used to watch some of them. His point was, did you get enough technique in to get the message across? Because we're talking to people, we're trying to communicate with people through our music. So it's not important to just be so technically perfect to other guitar players. Oh, that was very, very good, and I think he's the best of all time. That's not important.
Right.
Did you get your point across to the people? Right. And the one lesson I remember was there was a guy who came in to play his lesson for the week from last week, and he played, and Segovia looked at him and called him over, and they translated. He said, I suggest that you take this week off and go and look into the eyes of a beautiful senorita and then come back and play this for me again. It raised a great point.
Yes.
I learned from that.
Yeah,
I think it's important. Get that point across and make it mean something.
Right, right. It has to come from the heart, even more than the fingers, right?
I think so.
I think we've just learned something a little different about George Benson. We'll be back with more in the next segment.